All right, welcome to Milk and Honey Heritage Farms. This is what you're seeing as a mess, a complete mess. Anyway, so I have some cleanup to do here in my raised bed garden. There will be several archways in here. I'm going to be putting road fabric down and pea gravel, and after I get it all completed, I'm going to be using gravel glue to hold them in place. But I've got bulbs in this whole section right here of flowers, so that's fine, not a big deal. I've got 2 rhubarb plants right here, and so I done a temporary chicken wire fence. Doesn't last very long, but what I'm gonna do is buried underneath the grass right in here, I have a wooden raised bed that I made, so I'm gonna fix that and transplant the 2 rhubarbs into that bed there. And then I'm going to put the road fabric in the middle of here after I weed whack the center of it down. It's not as bad as it appears in the video. I do have a wheelbarrow that was upright. It kept tipping over, that I used just to grow stuff. Probably will get rid of it unless I can secure it better. So there's that. What else? I'm gonna put a bench in here and several different lighting options. Oh, also down the center through here, I have these brick pavers that I had put a thin weed blocker down, and yes, I did put a weed blocker down and it didn't work well at all. So we're gonna do a little more hardcore heavy duty in the center with the weed barrier. It's gonna be called road fabric. It's much more thicker, and pea gravel. I'm not planting anything in the middle. I can put plants in pots and things like that, but I've got all my bulbs here, and then it'll all kind of go with the whole pea gravel area all through here. And then I have large stones that you can't see because we couldn't weed whack because of the chicken wire, but I have large stones that I placed all the way along here. Oh, sorry about the wind. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wet them, and I'm going to put some cement and put some more stones on top of them and build kind of like a retaining wall on this side. So stick with me for the transformation. All right, so there's the bricks, the pavers, sorry, that I dug up from there. You can kind of see the stones here, which I still need to get some weeds, not weeds, but grass picked on the front right there done. But I'm going to layer these stones a little bit higher on the front of the secret garden. And then let me take you into the middle of the secret flower garden part. And again, there's that wheelbarrow. I'm gonna have to dig all that out and compost that so I can move it. But anyways, I've gotten all the pavers out of the middle. I found this big rock in here. I did a little bit of weed eating in here. I got nervous because I didn't know if there was something hiding, like rocks. I do have a bit of chicken wire that I still need to pull out of here that I've kind of laid so I could kind of see it. Hey, look, there's a dragonfly right there. see the dragonfly. All right, anyways, so, ooh, I think there's a creature back here and I don't know what it is. I'm a little nervous. Yeah, I'm also like thinking that there might be some garden snakes in here. And this is my rhubarb. Again, I just weeded some of this grass down. Eventually what it'll do it'll go into my raised garden bed. It's attached to that. See? Anyways, so I found this, let's see if I can keep my shadow out of it. This big stone piece, and I couldn't figure out how I wasn't able to dig, and like I thought it was pavers. Anyways, it's an old cement post thingy-majiggy. I don't know if I'm gonna move it. I would like to move it to where there will be an entrance into here, right here. So it would go over that way, but it might be too much of a pain in the butt to move. Maybe I can roll it, I don't know. Anywho, so going through, see all this, I still have some grasses and stuff that I need to pull out of the rocks. Been slowly working on that as I'm planting things. I've got carrots and stuff in here. Strawberry tower. I did this on a live, this green stalk. I have planted flowers in the top and some different herbs and salad stuff. This bed I have dug up. I just need to pick out all the stuff out of it so I can use it for planting. And I received this from a friend for an entrance. I'm so excited about it. I weed-eated the grass all through here. And I'm going to extend the road fabric out farther and put more pea gravel. Because why have wasted space, right? So if you look over here, you can see I have two archways, one there and one there where my herbs are. So I'm thinking of putting this arch to line up directly across here, which would be then going into the raised bed and then secret garden right there. I also, from the same person, gave me this arch, which I have laying down because I need to put the tips of it into the ground to keep it firm. Well, there's a lot of rocks. That's why I'm covering it with road fabric, because you cannot dig the rocks up. There was a, the rocks go for miles, I believe. Anyways, we've tried everything. The best solution is covering it with road fabric, doing the pea gravel and raised beds in this area. So I'm gonna have to try to figure out how I can dig, because I can't push this into the ground because of all the rocks. Anyways, I wanted to give you a little update. I have a couple broken pots that I need to get rid of. I found this in the barn. I'm going to put a rose plant in there. I've got a little baby lilac that I'm going to plant. I have an idea where I'm going to put it, and just some yard art, and just some various pots. I have these ceramic pots here that I need to clean out and plant. I'll probably get some flowers and make them beautiful and set them on some stones throughout the raised garden area, and put them up on like a paver or a brick or something, so they're a little bit elevated so they can have good drainage and whatnot, and there won't be all the grass and stuff like that. And then again, these right here will be lining the outside of the pea gravel garden. So it'll be completely enclosed so that deer can't go in there anymore. I'm working on it. So I just wanted to update you guys with the first part and this part. And I will be doing another video when I get much further along so you can see a difference. So thank you for joining me. Don't forget to make a comment, and I'll see you on the next one.